Whenever I have guests coming, I always have this like hierarchy of things that I want done. You know, there's things that absolutely have to get done before they get here. You know, you don't want there to be clutter everywhere. You want basic things wiped down, vacuumed up. Then there's like the wish list. Boy, it would be nice if this would happen. You know, it'd be nice if I had my laundry all caught up so I could relax and visit. It'd be nice if I could shampoo the rugs because they're looking kind of dingy, and you know, you want things to look nice when people are coming. And so today what I want to show you is me kind of pecking away at the things that I wanted to get done. I couldn't do it all at once. They were the things I was hoping to get done, didn't know if I get done. So every day I'm kind of doing a little bit more. And that's why you'll notice that every single day and every time an activity changes, my outfit changes too, because it is a totally different day. But isn't that like all of us? Are you like me? Do you have a to-do list and you just are kind of pecking away at it day by day, and then if it doesn't happen, well, it just goes on the next day's to-do list? So this is motivation for you. I want you to know you're not alone. You're pecking away at your list. I'm pecking away at mine, and we're doing this together. I usually don't have a hard time keeping up with laundry. I'm a couple loads behind here, which is unusual for me. It happens to me about once every 2 weeks. My daughters all do their own laundry, and I do my husband's laundry and my laundry. And I also do quite a bit of towels. If they have towels that they have kept through the week or for a couple of days for their showers, then they'll go ahead and put that in with their laundry. But they know that if they pop it in the washing machine, I don't mind at all if it's their towels, because I'd really rather keep up with the towels anyway, and I definitely don't want to worry about them being on the floor. And you don't want those in a dirty hamper all week. They each have one day a week that is their dedicated laundry day, so it's best to get the wet towels down and into the washing machine. They do have hooks in the bathroom where they keep their towels when they're going to use them the next day. We don't just use a towel and put it right in the laundry, especially if it's one that you use to just blot your hair. You don't really need to go ahead and put that in the washing machine every single day. So I'm just getting this done. I really enjoy folding laundry. It's not a burden to me. And when I don't feel like putting it away, I usually watch a video, and that helps me to get motivated. I love cleaning videos, love watching them. I love watching other people fold their laundry and put their laundry away. And there is something about the fast motion where, I don't know, maybe my brain says, look, it doesn't take long. Look how quickly they're doing it. Here I am fighting with this fitted sheet. I really do try. I have watched videos on how to fold a fitted sheet. You saw me get a good start, but always when I get to the end, it all kind of just falls apart.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky.
On this next day, I really wanted to work more in my office, and this was honestly more for me than it was even about maybe having guests or any other reason I might want to do this. I realized I never did get to the inside of these windows, and you'll see those screens on my right and my left. On the slanted window, you got to pop those screens out. So it wasn't clean, and there was dust and such in the screens. And I knew I needed to take them out and vacuum them. That was a lot for the day that I was doing that video. Gross. These windows are old anyway, but you can see they were very dirty on the inside. It definitely is something that needs to be done every spring when winter is over, and I hadn't gotten to it. And I like to be able to relax in the morning when I'm sitting at my desk, having my quiet time, my devotional time, prayer time, and looking through dirty windows wasn't really ideal. So I was so happy to get this done. And as you can see, they also have that cross bars that you have to kind of go around. So it is a little bit of a pain to wash these, but always the journey is in the starting. And once you get started, it just flows. And it really wasn't that big of a deal. So I was just so glad to get that done. It looks so much prettier now. I enjoy looking out that window a whole heck of a lot more. So I'm just getting it completely wiped up. Filth tells the story. That's pretty bad. Now I'm getting the desk cleaned off so that I have a place to put the screen when I'm vacuuming it. So it's very convenient to have that there. Here's a little behind the scenes YouTuber information. I don't know if I am like everyone else, of course, but when you put up content online of yourself cleaning or decluttering, there's times when I want to do something, I want to clean something, but it's something I had planned to film and I need to edit a video. And so it can go 2-3 days longer than I really wanted it to because I just need to get it done. Or there's times when you're doing a video and you have two choices. You can either show only about 60% of what you got done, or you can wait and do it in 2 videos. It's always these big decisions, and it really affects your homemaking too, because you want to get that footage and you want to make a video, you want to motivate others, you want to help and inspire. And it'll be so funny because it just sometimes gives me another reason to procrastinate. It's like, no, I wanted to film this and I need to get this other video up first, or I need to get to the comments section. You know, there's just all those things, which is obviously a burden worth bearing. It's not really even a burden at all, but maybe a little point of interest for you that sometimes I can use you as my excuse to procrastinate just a little bit more. I know we're not alone in having a very rainy summer, so you notice that it's very lush and green outside, more green than it normally is, because so often having pine trees really does kill the grass, and we don't usually have good luck with grass in our front yard, but right now it looks pretty nice. We have daily deer who come to visit. I've named them. They have eaten literally all of my flowers. Not much has survived them. I do have some lilies, but it seems like as soon as a flower blooms, they come and they eat the flower. And as I walk along my yard, I see them eating leaves off of trees. There's plenty for them. So I do wish they would just leave the flower alone and stick to the leaves, but I don't know how to convince them. As you can see by me putting that screen up, I'm not overly mechanical, but I would like to do some DIYs by myself. I have been watching some YouTubers, some women who are just inspiring me so much because they are just knocking it out all over their house with the drill and the hammer and all these different things. I have so many DIY projects in my mind. I would really, really love to get going on those. So who knows, maybe that will happen here in the near future as well. So I'm just going around getting everything wiped up and dusted. It's not that I didn't dust that stuff before, but you know, it really doesn't take long, especially with pollen and such coming through the windows. And of course, having the screens on my desk didn't do it any favors, so I am getting that cleaned as well. I didn't even know my desk was dirty. Look at that. Let me know in the comments section, are you the type of person who likes to have a summer where you're just completely kicking back and enjoying yourself and going on vacations? Or do you see it as a time to get household projects done, or some balance of the two? I do try to have a balance of the two, but I homeschooled for so many years and I have 1 more year left to go. I've gotten myself into the pattern of seeing summer as a time to really catch up with myself, to show myself I'm not so terrible at keeping up with the house. It just feels really good to be able to get everything clean, do some DIY projects, and just reset myself. Okay, you see the cat there on the chair. Watch this. I could not resist putting that little sound effect in it. They are so funny. You know, Leo obviously is the younger cat, and he sometimes is wanting to mess with Woozy, our bigger, older cat, and Woozy lets him know pretty quickly, I am not to be trifled with. They do play sometimes, but Woozy gets to decide when the game is over, and he can shoot Leo a look, and you can just see Leo just kind of back up, like he knows exactly what's going down, and he knows when it's time to play and when Woozy is done playing. Woozy is actually going to be having his thyroid tested. Obviously, he's a very large cat, and we can't help but notice that Leo actually eats more than Woozy does. So Woozy went to the vet, and they have him on a special diet, and we're doing the diet until the first week of August. I mean, it will continue, but he'll be going in to have some blood work done, and we're just going to check on his thyroid, make sure that everything is completely normal and that he is healthy in every way. All nice and full, just from that one floor. It's always so gross. Here's what I wanted to get to the whole time. When I did the office clean and declutter that is in the summer cleaning playlist that I will have linked at the end of this video in case you have missed any of them, I knew I wanted to shampoo the rug, and the attachment for the furniture wasn't working, and I misunderstood my husband and thought the whole thing wasn't working, so I didn't think that I could shampoo the rugs. But thankfully, the regular, what you're seeing here, the steam washer does work. It's just the attachment that wasn't working. Water wasn't getting through there. So I was very relieved because this really needed to be done. It has high traffic areas that just get dingier than everywhere else. I did buy this style of rug on purpose so that it wouldn't show dirt. It's obviously gray and then kind of an off-white, but parts of the rugs are more faded than the rest, and I thought that would help it to age better. The last several years, I have been trying to really think hard about furniture and colors that would age well. So if my water turns something a certain color, then I'm just going to go ahead and put the furniture at that color, or the rug at that color, or the bathroom decor at that color. I try to do that as much as possible. Doesn't always work out, but I feel like I've made some progress there, and then I can use the bright colors and the fun colors as accents that can be changed out, because I do change my mind an awful lot. So what I do here is I'm doing the shampooing part, and then once you're done with that, you go ahead and you hit dry only, and it's just sucking water out of the rug. But boy, you can see already, look in that lower water tank, it's just like black. And you wouldn't know to look at it. And honestly, even though I could see the high traffic areas were dingy, and especially this area where I'm at right now, because people come in the door, I really want to get a longer runner. My runner is way too small. I'd like to have like a 6-foot runner going across so that this part of the rug isn't filthy all of the time. But honestly, you'd have to really look to see, and part of that is the color of the rug, and that some of the grays are more faded than others, which is the style. The other reason why it's a good thing I did that is because you can see the sun coming down on the rug. So you do get fading because I have skylights, and so I feel like the fading won't show as much since the tones in the rug are purposely not even. Interestingly, I hadn't noticed that my office didn't smell good, but I did notice when I was done shampooing that everything smelled so much more fresh. And it wasn't because I use anything with any big scents to them, because I usually can't tolerate it. It just was that clean smell. So I was just enjoying having that done so very much. There is the big reveal. What came out of that carpet? And even though I vacuumed first, you can see, like, that's all cat hair. So every time I use this, then I really clean all that out before I use it again. But man, that's just disgusting. Luckily, you just pull, woo, and then I can empty it. And what I do is I flush it down the toilet, because I'm not putting that down my sink. Once I'm done shampooing, I put down towels on the high trafficked area so people could still use the room without getting any footprints on it or any dirt, you know, so that people can still utilize the room.
What do you think, Leo? Did I do it right? Huh? Did I do okay? Like, why is that there? Now watch, he's going to beg to go outside. Oh, I want him to do it because he actually, look, I got leakage, and I would have never known that if I didn't clean the door, so I need to clean that again. But he will stand up and try to turn the doorknob to get outside. Of course he's not going to do it right now because I want him to. And he's a cat. He only does things when he wants to. He's busy inspecting my work. He's not sure if he's happy that it smells different. Oh, not great lighting. Yep, he's inspecting my work, but he doesn't want me to know he is. He's like, why is this towel on the floor? This towel's not supposed to be on the floor. Who's going to let me outside? Okay, I'll just sit here and I'll wait till someone goes outside, and then I'll sneak out. I'll just pretend I'm tired because I'm not tired.
What a crazy cat. Never a dull moment. There he is again with me. Now look at what I'm wearing. I didn't think about this till I was editing, but here I am in kind of a fancy shirt. And so when I get up in the morning, I'm sure I was going somewhere this day, and so I was dressed for it. I get up, I get dressed, I do my hair and my makeup. Someone was just saying in the comments section, you know, why do all these YouTubers not put their hair up when they're cleaning? Well, technically it's because putting my hair up gives me a headache, so that's part of it. But honestly, I don't really think about getting dirty when I clean. I don't normally get dirty. In fact, someone was saying that they were surprised I could declutter in my basement without getting dirty. And there have been a few times where I have gotten some dust and dirt on my shirt, but nothing too serious. But even I was a little bit surprised that I had this shirt on to shampoo my carpet. But it's not like I'm on my hands and knees, I guess. I did really love the shirt. I do also have a confession to make. This is the non-perfect homemaker here. I'm just doing the best I can. And I had showed you the area on the bottom of the shampooer where I have to clean it all out, get the cat hair out, which I had done. I had been very diligent. But the bottom reservoir, can't even say it, where the water goes, you know, when it's sucked up from the shampooer, so all of the dirty water, I had not cleaned that out from the day before. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I did put more water in the top. So in a minute here, you're going to see me have trouble with this shampooer. It kept acting like nothing was happening. It wasn't the rollers weren't rolling and it wasn't sucking up. So I thought it was clogged. That's what I thought. I thought I had a clog. So I take it apart. It's not going back together right. I was going to edit it out. And then I thought, no, I need to show the truth because this is real life. Real life is, it takes me about, I don't even know. We could probably count 4 or 5 times of this thing not doing what it's supposed to do, and me trying to unclog it, and then I can't get that thing back on, and I don't even know why. Because when I was in my office the other day, I'm so frustrated. When I was in my office the other day, I was able to get it back on just fine. But you know what? My husband Robin, he is so used to me. He does not even blink. He just comes in, fixes the problem, leaves the room until I call him in again. He comes in, fixes the problem, and finally he is going to be the one to say, hey, you know what? Why don't we try getting rid of the dirty water and see if that is affecting things at all? And I 100% do not believe him that that is what the problem is. This is what he's telling me right now, because it doesn't make scientific sense. And so what did get edited out was him going out with the dirty and coming in with the clean. But he has done that now, and then I don't have another problem with it. So he was absolutely right. Do I understand why that was scientifically happening? No, I don't have a clue. So if you have your own carpet washer at home, make sure that you clean out the dirty water. before you start the second room. Now, I'm pretty positive I've done more than one room and not had a problem, so not quite sure if there was like extra cat hair in there or what, but now looking back at it, it's really kind of funny, and it just defines who I am, just maybe a little bit more than I would want to reveal. But hey, we're close, and I am blessed to have 0 trolls in my comment section. You all are so gracious to me, and I appreciate you so much. Have you noticed that I have the same rug in the living room as I have in my office? It is the exact same rug, and I got them at Wayfair. I probably got them when they were having a big sale, or maybe during like Black Friday or something like that. I got them separately. I got the living room one first, and I loved it so much I decided to get one for the office room as well. And they have held up great. I'm super happy. They came with a pad under the rug. They're delivered quickly. I would like to get a bigger one now because I have the rocking chairs, and so the rug ends kind of where the rocking chairs are, and you don't want the rocking chairs half on a rug and half on wood floor. So I might be getting one larger, and maybe I'll get a different one, and I'll move this one to my dining room because I do kind of feel like I need a rug in the dining room, and the dining room is smaller. So this might work out perfectly, but it's going to have to wait. We want to do a renovation on our upstairs bathroom, and so that's where I'm saving money for and hoping that that's going to be happening in the next month. We've already had one person who was going to install our shower and bathtub kind of ghost us, and so now we're waiting on a second person to give us a quote. The Lowe's and Home Depot in our area, they said they don't have anyone currently who can put a shower bathtub in. My husband can do it, but we really wanted to hire somebody where it deals with plumbing and such, but who knows, he might end up being the one to do it after all. But it's definitely something I want to do in the summer, and I definitely want to bring you guys all along in the process. This is the full bath, which you really ever see. It's the one room we have never touched with any remodeling at all since we moved here. And well, that's not true. We did do the walls one year, but they need to be done again. This was years ago, so I guess that's technically not true. We haven't touched the bathtub, we haven't touched the sinks, and we've never touched the flooring. I'll definitely be showing you all of that. So if you're not subscribed, you could consider hitting the subscribe button, clicking the bell for all notifications so that you know whenever I upload, and then you will see it when it comes out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be soon. And now you can see I am putting the towels down so that people can re-enter the room. I hope this was motivation for you. I hope you were able to maybe even let it run while you were getting one of the things off of your list. I'm going to put my summer deep clean playlist up here so that if you missed any, you can click on it, keep on watching, get more motivation. Remember, as always, God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.